Hey guys, I'm here back again. Today's lesson is gonna be the letter O from solid, which means open for extension and closed for modification. So in this sense, you will see that what that really means is actually every time that you might need to add a new function, a new object, a new feature in your application, you don't have to edit something that was working before. So in this case, you every time you add some new function, you don't have to edit something that was previously done and working. In this case, you're gonna see that for something new in here to work, we're gonna have to edit something back again. So in this case, as we can see here, for the sake of this example, we have the class animal and we have a construct method expecting a string name and also a class noisemaker which has some function called make some noise expecting an object. And by the name of the object, it does different things. So in this case, if it's a dog, it's gonna bark. If it's a cat, it's gonna meow. And if it's none of the animals above, it's gonna throw an exception saying animal not found. Right here, we have some instances of noisemaker and also an animal. In this case, I created a dog. And right here in the make some noise, I'm passing this animal, which is a dog that I created. So we are expecting to see in our prompt this message in here that it's barking. So let's try to test it. In this case, let me clear this. I'm going to run our app. And as you can see, it's working just fine. It's barking. So let's come back and add it to a cat. And now it's gonna meow. Great. And now let's add it finally to, let's say we want to create an elephant. So, and now as we expected, it's blowing up. Uncaught exception, animal not found. So for this elephant to work or any other animal, we would have to come in here, copy this, paste it in, right? And put this elephant in here, and I think it's trumpeting. So now it should be able to work. Actually, we still need some else in here. Weird thing. Whatever. And now it should be able to work. So let's see if it does. As you can see, it's trumpeting. So yes, our program is running just as we wanted, but the problem is every time I need a different animal, so in different examples it could be different classes or different objects, functions, whatever. So every time I want to add something new, I have to come back to something that was previously working and I have to edit this thing. So in this case, I don't want to do this. I want to solve this using the principle of open for extension and close for modification. And I'll come back in a second to show you how we can solve this example right here. So to fix this example, let's see what I did in here. So all of them, a dog, a cat, an elephant, or any other animal, I created for them an interface called animal interface, which has some method called noise, which is expecting a output of a string. So in this sense, every class of every animal that I want to create, in this case dog, cat, or elephant, implements an animal interface which has this method. So you're obligated to implement this method. And for dog, it's barking. The same thing for a cat, it's meowing. For an elephant, it's trumpeting. Actually, the elephant was not previously in our example. We had to create it. But let's try to, I don't know, put some new. Actually, I won't do that for a second. So let me explain what changed in here. And we have the same class noisemaker, but now it's different. The method makes some noise. It's expecting an animal interface as an animal to work to really run the method noise. So here we are using dependency injection, and you will see why we have to use it in order to make this code more flexible and open for extension. So in this case, we didn't change nothing yet. We just created here a noisemaker, an instance of noisemaker, and elephant, and it should be working just fine. So we run, yes, it's trumpeting. And now let's create another animal. Let's create a duck, and now it's quacking, I suppose. And right here, let's create a duck, new duck, and it should be able to work. Let's cross our fingers, and it's quacking. Okay, perfect. So now you can see the difference in here. For this duck to work, we just had to create a class duck, implement the animal interface, and do whatever we wanted to do in here. But we didn't have to add neither the class noisemaker, neither the interface. So our program is actually extremely flexible to accept any other animal or any other implementation of animal interface. And we can keep creating all kinds of animals in here, and by implementing animal interface, it will work just fine. So we add some things, and we don't have to come back to things that were previously working and change them and twist them, as we did in the example before, in which we had to add a new if statement for that to work. So as you can see, let me explain just a little bit of this dependency injection as well. So in this case, even if you use dependency injection, but you let's say attach to a class that is not the generic one, which is the animal interface, you're attaching to a specific one. In this case, duck, it's gonna work, but let's say an elephant. So in this case, as you can see here, when I try to pass the duck, it is expecting a parameter of a type dog or an elephant or anything like that. In this case, it will blow up, at least it should. And as you can see, uncaught accepted. Argument must be a type of elephant, duck given. And as you can see, it pretty describes what's happening here. You're expecting an animal, which is an elephant, and you're passing a duck. So for that to become really flexible, we had to create this animal interface. So all of them are animals, and if they implement interface, they can be passed through here. So if we do put our animal interface right here, we can pass any of those animals that we might create in the future, and of course what we already have in here. So as you can see, once again, our application is flexible enough to support any other animals that we want to insert into the application. So that's it, guys. That was the principle. I hope you got it, and that's it. See you in the next video.